Okay, so this listener's question was, who should fight for the BMF title if it vacates, if Dustin wins again, like I predict? I'll tell you right now, I'd like to see Nate Diaz fight Conor McGregor on the President's lawn. I don't know if it's the main event. It depends if John Jones comes back and fights Aspinall. Maybe it's the co-main, but that's the fight I'd like to see. My personal opinion is that Nate's a very bad matchup for Conor. Conor comes out really aggressively and he tries to bulldoze people. That's the wrong kind of style for a Nate Diaz because Nate Diaz got an iron jaw and endless cardio. So you can bulldoze some people, but a guy with endless cardio and an iron chin is not the kind of guy you want to bulldoze. So again, I think it's a bad match. Nobody would disagree with me seeing the first fight, right, where Nate essentially absorbed all that punishment off Conor and then turned him over and subbed him. And I know what was going on. Conor was thrilled to be at 170 pounds, didn't have to deal with a brutal weight cut. And the weight cuts were brutal, 145, 155 for him. He looked like a homeless man who was dying of AIDS or something. And so he felt like very energetic and he had all his power and his faculties. And that's really nice. You can feel any way you want, but you're also dealing with 170 pounds Nate Diaz, who's got an iron chin at any weight. And since he's 175 pounds, you're able to take a lot more punishment. I mean, durability comes with weight, right? Like, I'm durable as hell when I'm a fat guy at 230 or 240, but guess what? I'm down below 200 pounds. My durability can come in question, I think Nate won the second fight too. That takedown in the closing seconds really sealed it for me. It was kind of like an underhook throw that he got Conor with. But listen, that was the UFC's money machine. They weren't going to allow that to go away at the time. So, listener, the question, who should fight for the BMF belt? Let's bring it back to Nate Diaz, one of the original contestants, and Conor McGregor. I mean, Conor is an absolutely ferocious stand-up fighter in MMA. His combination of karate and taekwondo and Muay Thai and kickboxing and boxing is a sight to behold, right? Like, he is absolutely fun to watch. That's why in his big wins, he really devastates people. But it's also an Achilles heel of his because his output is so much that sometimes he slows down and his cardio might not be as good. And his cardio, especially now, I think is suffering because he's not fighting regularly, he's not training regularly. Cardio is definitely something that builds over time, right? And you got to be consistent with it to keep it going. And I don't think Conor's been that. But yeah, if I have my druthers, listener, it's going to be Nate Diaz versus Conor McGregor for the BMF title, co-main event on the President's lawn. John Jones Aspinall main event. Everybody read my book, Warrior of the